Arthur Purvis is next up, to be followed by Colin Mills and Rob Whitfield. Welcome, Arthur.
Madam Chairman, members of the board, my name is Arthur Purvis. I'm president of the Fairfax County Taxpayers Alliance. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. Clerk is distributing to you a resolution unanimously adopted by the directors of the Taxpayers Alliance, asking you to opt out of Phase 2, asking you to recommend to the Airport Authority that Phase 2 be canceled, asking the governor not to contribute to Phase 2, and asking the governor to also recommend that Phase 2 be canceled. We also are asking the General Assembly to lift the cap on the amount commercial landowners who benefit from Dulles Rail can pay for Dulles Rail. And we finally ask you, before undertaking to redevelop Tyson's Corner, to renegotiate Phase 1 so that the landowners who benefit and the passengers pay more and the tolls are reduced. We have 4 reasons for this resolution, the first of which is you will not tell us how much our taxes will go up to pay for Dulles Rail. A couple of us attended one of the community outreach sessions, and we asked the chairman of the Board of Supervisors and the supervisor from Providence District how much our taxes are going to increase to pay for Dulles Rail. We received no answer to that question. It is our distinct impression that you intend to opt into Phase 2 without telling us how much our taxes are going to increase, and if I am mistaken, I give you the opportunity now to correct me.
Mr. Purvis, you did receive an answer, and I think our staff provided information regarding the variables that would be involved in what the cost to Fairfax County would be. And actually, we had that discussion earlier today. Fairfax County's subsidy would be dependent upon ridership. It would be dependent upon funding that comes from the state gasoline taxes, state funding formula, and those are some of the variables that would go into a calculation for what might trickle down to the taxpayer. But we don't know that because we don't know what those variables are, and that was answered at the public meeting.
Madam Chairman, how much time do I have left?
2.5 minutes.
So I lost a couple of minutes with your answer, and in your answer you did not tell us how much our taxes would have to increase in order to pay for Dulles Rail. That you would ask county citizens to come to this hearing and give you their input, their feedback on Dulles Rail without telling these citizens the cost of the rail program to them in taxes makes this hearing seem more like a set of Saturday Night Live than a public hearing by the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. The costs we have seen already have been excessive. Tolls on the Dulles Toll Road have tripled since 2005, costing daily commuters an extra $775 a year. They're likely to double again between the next 1 to 3 years, costing the daily commuter another $1,000. Combine that with the fact that taxes paid by the typical Fairfax County household have increased $2,000 since the start of the housing bubble, then we feel that the taxpayers are overtolled and overtaxed. Third, it is not fair that taxpayers and commuters, whether the taxpayers be in the Springfield District or in Southwest Virginia, it's not fair for taxpayers to pay 80% of the project cost, and the developers who profit monetarily from it pay only 20%, and their percentage is capped. Our fourth concern is that you have not done due diligence. At the community outreach meeting we attended, it became clear that you do not know how much profit the commercial landowners are getting from Dulles Rail. We did read, however, in the Washington Business Journal that the West Group sold their portfolio in Tyson's Corner for between, and the number is confidential, but the article suggested between $200 and $500 million. Is it fair to have commuters and taxpayers pay thousands of dollars more each year so that the West Group can make $500 million? If this board opts in to Phase 2, then it will present an interesting example of a Democrat-controlled board causing the rich to become richer while the middle class becomes poorer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Purvis.